Right, so in this example, we want to construct a histogram from the set of data. So I'm going to do it by hand. Of course, we can use Excel, and we probably will get into that a little bit later on. So I've already kind of decided how many bins I want. So we're going to use 5 bins. I look at what my smallest data is. So this is my smallest data. And then I also have my largest data value, which is going to be, if I scan my data, it looks like 24 will be my largest data value. So I actually have 25 steps of data. So it may look like I have 24, but if you include 0, like if you count on your hands from 0 to 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll notice that you have 6 fingers raised. So when you include the endpoints, you have to take the difference and add 1. That is to say, so we have 25 kind of is our range. 20, looking at the range as 24 is fine too. And so what I wanted was, I think I didn't include the endpoint in the Excel because it doesn't matter because you're going to round up to the next whole number anyway. Then I wanted 5 bins. Right, so each one of these is a bin or a class. So then you want your class width or bin size. You could call it either of those, it's fine. I think the homework calls it class width. It's going to equal 25 over 5, which is 5, which is what we have here with 5. If we had a decimal, we'd want to round up to the next. Okay, so let's get to it. So let's talk about how we're going to fill this out. So we're just going to simply count. It's that easy. So let's talk about who's between 0 and 5. So remember that this open parentheses means that if I get the number 5 right on the nose, it's going to go into the second bin, not in the first bin. So in the first column, I have nothing that's in 0 to 5. In the second column, again, I have nothing that is in 0 to 5. In the third column, I've got 1. In the fourth column, nothing. In the fifth column, I've got 1 as well. So I had 2 here. Okay, so let's go to the 5 to 10s. So now I'm looking for the 5 to 10. So I've got 1 here. Again, so notice this 10, this goes in the third column because I'm not including 10. It has the open parenthesis here on the end. So in the second column, I have nothing. In the third column, I have 7.5. Again, I'm not including 10 in the second class. It's going to go in the third class or row. Fourth column, nada. Fifth column, nada. So I have 2 here as well. So now for the 10 to 15s. Oh, I missed one, didn't I? I missed the very first one. So this should be 3. Okay, so for the 10 to 15s, nothing here, but now I'm going to include my 10 and I get that 11. I'm not going to include the 15, right? So the 15 is in the open parentheses, so it's going to go in the fourth column or the fourth class. I'm not going to include that 15. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. All right, the next one, 15 to 20. So now I am going to include my 15s and anything less than 20. I'm not going to include 20. Okay, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then for the last one, hopefully I did this right and I'm not going to have to go back and adjust. So this is 20 to 25. So I'm going to include 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, up to 25. So this works, this works, this works. That definitely works. Okay, perfect. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm not super concerned with the total right now because I'm not asking to do any sort of analysis on the histogram. I just want to simply construct the histogram. So our highest frequency was 8, so I'll put that here. And as usual, I like to draw the line all the way across just for a guide. So if that's 8, then halfway across would be 4. This would put me at 6 here. And this would be 2. So that makes this 3. Okay, so now I can go ahead and build my histogram. And the way that's going to go, see if I can do this right. So I'm going to have 25 over here. I'm going to have 0 over here. In a perfect world, these are evenly spaced. So for my 0 to 5, I'm going to have 2. So that's going to come up like this. And then this gets filled in. And then from 5 to 10, I had 3. And that gets filled in. 10 to 15, that was at 4. Fifteen to 20 was at 7. And then 20 to 25, that was at 8. Okay, so that is how you would make a histogram.